We're currently in the southern part of Caledon. Been living here for about 9 years. My kids do like to camp in the woods and they would fish here from time to time. Over time, we did notice that the duckweed was overwhelming the pond. I found out that man-made ponds, a lot of, are actually not beneficial for the environment and they cause a whole lot of issues.
This whole entire area was probably 3 or 4 feet higher than what it is right now. So you can see it was almost pretty much up to the bridge.
I called numerous private companies. I really couldn't figure out what to do with it. How much is it going to cost me? Or really was this pond supposed to be there to begin with?
We came to the property, met with the landowner, heard her concerns, and then did some study on the property to get a snapshot of the health of the stream and the ponds. We have to do analysis of the data and then determine what options we have for working on the property. Once we did that, we presented the landowner with some options in terms of what we could do on the property, and she agreed with what our approach was and what we would like to do, and her goals meshed with CVC's goals in terms of just improving the stream in general.
I'm the climate change coordinator with the town of Caledon, so I support both the community and the corporate side of the town of Caledon, looking at building efficiency and reducing greenhouse gas emissions within the corporation, as well as supporting the community through climate change projects that support education, climate adaptation, and resilience. The evaluation committee through the Climate Action Fund, made up of several disciplines from across the town of Caledon, saw the benefit of working with Credit Valley Conservation on this specific project. We know they have the means as well as the knowledge to undertake such a project. We've worked with Credit Valley Conservation many times in the past.
So after talking about what kind of opportunities she's looking for, we then went forth and hired a consultant to make a design. And then after the design was finalized and received permits and grants for the project, we removed the weirs downstream of the 2 ponds and slowly draw down the water through the pond basins. We then went in the following summer and made some tweaks to realize our goals. It sometimes needs a little helping hand.
A lot of the excavation was done here to basically try to create a little bit of a slope for it to come down. And, it looks amazing. There's lots of trees planted afterwards and shrubs to try to kind of secure the banks, I guess.
Part of our design was to make sure that when the stream cut through, we're removing any standing bodies of water. The standing bodies of water did increase the temperature of the creek. It increased it 4 to 10 degrees Celsius, which is very significant for a cold water stream. We're forecasting to see temperatures increase with climate change in the future. The same thing is going to be happening in our streams and rivers, and this ponding would just exacerbate that. A really good news story about this project was that we found a population of sensitive brook trout upstream of the weir and upstream of the pond. It was completely isolated from the rest of the watershed because of the weir. It's not isolated anymore, it's connected.
The relationship was actually better than I could have expected. I was walked through every step of the way. Any work that was getting done was communicated in advance.
She's a really great steward. She often talks about setting a good example for her kids and doing the right thing on her land.
If you are a landowner and you do live in the country and have either man-made lake, pond that may or may not have been there, I would definitely recommend reaching out to the conservation authorities.
It's really satisfying to meet both CVC's goals and the landowner's goals in this case.